Take a brief moment to share about the LIT trip. First, we're going to show you a video, and then we will go ahead and show you what the trip looks like, and the costs, and how everything's going to fall into place. Thank you.
Dear friend, you've been trying again, doing whatever it takes to fit in, falling for the lies of the world. You tell me you pay anything just to not hurt what you want. I ain't got what I have, can't be bought. There's something better I can give. If you surrender, you will live. Just gotta taste it, see it's good. Now make you see it. If I could, it's gonna save your life. It's gonna save your life.
Our trip will be in Fort Worth, June 23rd through 30th, and there's also a trip to Tulsa, Oklahoma, July 21st to 28th. To give you an idea, we're going to talk about the Fort Worth trip on this PowerPoint, and for you, this will give you an idea of churches who've shared interest about coming on the mission trip this summer. Right now, we have about 17 churches who've shared interest, and there's others still contemplating about the trip themselves. So take a look at this. The blue highlights are for Tulsa, the red are for Fort Worth, Texas. Part of the information you need to understand about the mission trip is a partnership between the churches and CDM International. When we come to town, there's some multiple things you'll need to understand before you come. One of the things is we'll have the same music. Your church will need to purchase the CD, Shout Praises Kids, Living for You. And we're going to give you the list of 4 songs that will come off of that CD. And the goal is we will have motions to these CDs, and we'll get a DVD out to you and have those online. But the most important thing is everybody learns the same motions, because when we come together on the first day of our mission trip, that'll be a very important part of what we do, because everybody's going to worship together. Some of our teams are combined in apartment locations, so it's important we know that. Training will be done online, and it'll be very convenient for your leaders. You can meet at your church with them, or you can they can meet in your homes or their homes. So it's a great opportunity for them to come. We're going to also record this online training and put it up as well on the YouTube and the website. Okay, the plan is to arrive Saturday, June 23rd at between 5 to 6 p.m. And then we'll be housing you at the Wedgwood facility and also Travis Avenue Baptist Church. Wedgwood has 10 showers located in its gymnasium, which is going to be very nice this year. We also will have shower trailers that we are acquiring through the Texas Baptist Men and others. The locations we're showing in the colors is our plan is to divide church groups up in a specific area that they can have their own times of worship in the evenings and testimony, and just really to have some quality time as a group, so it's not such a large setting. The plan that night will be Saturday, June 23rd, is dinner at LIT Church at the LIT churches, which they'll be at Travis Avenue and Wedgwood Baptist Church. 8 o'clock will be worship, and then Sunday morning, 9 a.m. morning worship service. And the plan is we'll be attending services at Wedgwood Baptist Church and Travis Avenue, and then following that, we'll go out to eat for lunch, and then come back to Wedgwood at 1:30, and we'll begin a training process from 1:30 to 6 p.m., which includes several different elements. At 1:30 will be a worship and a spiritual preparation time. The joy of this worship time is when you come and you've learned your songs and emotions, and we all sing together, and it could be possibly 300 people on this site. This is a picture of last year's mission trip to Little Rock, Arkansas. We had 278 people that attended this trip and 183 professions of faith. It was a phenomenal trip to Little Rock, and we were praying and hoping this is going to be just a wonderful experience as well at Fort Worth in Tulsa. At 2:30, we do leadership training and also LIT evangelism review. Some of you guys have been through the training before. Will be encouraged to help out with the kids going through evangelism review. 4 p.m. is team planning. This is a time where we allow the teams, we divide up the groups. They should be divided up Saturday night. And there'll be about 5 kids from one church combining with another group of kids from another church. And the joy will be that they will be able to plan. And the idea is the preteens will be lining out and volunteering for jobs that they've learned. Part of also the training that they will do, that you'll do before you come, is you will train them how to teach the Bible study, the gift, and I'll show you a picture of that here in just a minute. But the training is going to be very important because they're going to learn how to share the gospel, how to teach, and how to counsel. And on the mission trip, they'll be doing all those things. Per walk canvassing at 5, they'll go to the apartment complexes that they're going to be at. They'll be passing out postcards. This will give you an idea what the postcards are going to look like. These are high gloss, full color postcards that we'll be passing out in the locations, and we're calling it Kid Power Camp. And this is just a non-threatening description of Vacation Bible School or Backyard Bible Club, so we call it Kid Power Camp on the program. And then Kid Power Camp is a 5-day event, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But this shows the sponsoring churches, Wedgwood Baptist and Travis Avenue Baptist Church, are partnering together for this event. 6 o'clock is the commissioning service. After dinner, we'll have this commissioning service in the worship center at Travis Avenue Baptist Church, and where the kids will receive a charge and be sent out to do work in the city. They'll return back to the campuses, their housing campuses, that night, and they will sleep there. Next morning, get up and have breakfast. And part of the things that are expectations of the LITs and the leadership, they will be taking turns in the kitchen, helping cook, clean up, and serve meals. That'll be breakfast and dinner for the majority of the time. And then we have 9 a.m. worship every morning during the week, Monday through Friday. And the purpose of the worship is really just a time to charge up and prepare hearts to go out and do ministry. At 9 a.m. worship will be in the worship center at Travis and at Wedgwood, and it'll be in the worship center or the preteen worship area at Travis Avenue Baptist Church. Team prep time will be at 9:30. This is a time, again, the worship time is very brief, and so the team prep is a time where they'll have an hour to get ready before they go out to the group. This is when the preteens are finalizing everything and praying and getting their hearts ready to do ministry. Community ministry looks a little bit like this. They'll be sent out into the community and doing ministry within the city in what we call Kid Power Camp, as I had shared earlier. Basically what's going to happen in the apartments from 11 to 1 o'clock every day, the kids will be teaching. They'll be leading worship. This is a picture in Norman, Oklahoma, kids leading worship in a small church there. In apartment complexes, this is another picture inside of a church. This is at a mobile home park, in a field next to a mobile home park. And so they teach, they lead worship, they sing, they pray, they counsel, they do everything on the mission trip there. They feed the children on the mission trip in the apartment complexes. At 1:30 is a time of debriefing. Some groups will come back to the church facilities, or they'll do it there at the apartments or wherever they're located for ministry. And then the afternoons, we'll have some planned events. One of our activities is the Hawaiian Falls. That would be from 3 to 5:30. About 2.5 hours. We'll have some fun things that we're going to do, swimming, going to the water parks, and different things like that to cool down. At 6:30, again, is dinner at the church. And then 8 p.m. worship. Is this something that we do every night? We feel like the worship is a very important part. And the wonderful part is testimonies and hearing kids share what God is doing in their hearts during the week. Eating worship services will be, again, in separate locations within the church to allow groups to have a more intimate time of worship. And if they choose otherwise, they can come and we'll combine together. But our goal is to allow groups to have a time to worship together and prayer and keep it in a small setting. To kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like, there'll be 4 days of Kid Power Camp, 1, 2, 3, 4, Monday through Thursday. And on Thursday night, we'll do Kids Blitz. And what Kids Blitz is a time where your kids in LIT who've been learning ministry training, puppets, drama, Some are doing creative arts, paintings, tech. All these different things will be used, and our goal is to be in 4 different public schools in the Fort Worth area around Wedgwood Baptist Church and Travis Avenue Baptist Church. This is the flyer that will be passed out in the city, in the mobile home parks as well, and apartments, and it'll give the sponsoring information as well as what Kids Blitz is. It's a free event, and this is another thing that the mission trip pays for is the pizza and all the supplies for that as well. Kids Blitz basically will be from 6:30 to 8:30 every night, and again in multiple locations in Fort Worth. Another thing that we do at the Blitz is we provide free pizza, and that's one of those things that gets kids to come. And your kids will be paying. This is part of the LIT mission trip fee. Then the 5th day is Kid Power Camp again, and it's more of a follow-up. Just a reminder, what happens in the apartments and all the supplies, the food, and everything else it costs to feed the Kids Blitz, follow-up materials, Bibles, and things like that all come out of their fees for the trip. So the follow-up pen is basically Kids Blitz will invite church staff members and other people, members of the church, to meet these kids there at the schools, to introduce them to the families and to the children. We'll be follow-upping with students at the sites. We will have a new Journey Christian book materials that we're going to be passing out there as well to give to the families and the children. And then we give every child that attends a Bible. So this is another thing that's a part of the fee. The church will begin to will be given all the contact information about children and their families and their personal information. And so our goal at Wedgwood Baptist Church and Travis Avenue is we will extensively follow up and visit every child and family after the groups leave. Part of Wedgwood's plan also is to extend the Bible study after LITs leave for 6 weeks after that, and then have a celebration service called Celebration Fort Worth. The mission trip cost for a person is $180, and the cost covers these things: food, publications, promotional materials. You saw the postcards for Kid Power Camp and Kids Blitz. Activities, swimming. We'll have a t-shirt that'll go along, supplies for crafts and different multiple things that we use. And then pre-trip expenses. There'll be a pre-trip where group leaders will come and be a part of visiting the different sites in the city and getting an idea of where we're going to be able to stay. You'll be able to take pictures and prepare your group for what's going to happen there. For the LIT mission trip, there are discount pricings, and it's very important you understand these. The requirement to hold your spot for the trip is $25 per person, and you can save substantially if you pay a $25 deposit per person before January 13, 2012. The cost is $170 a person. After the 13th, it will be $180 per person until February 15th, and then it'll go up to $190 per person if the deposit is received by March 1st, 2012. Okay?